Hello, everyone. Today marks 8 years since we started this YouTube channel, which I think is incredible. I can't believe 8 years has gone by so freaking quickly. Like, we are 2 years off a decade of doing this, and it's quite insane, really. Normally, we plan something like a 24-hour stream to celebrate the anniversary and something like that, but we haven't this year. I have just been extremely tired. A 24-hour stream right now just wouldn't make sense health-wise, so we haven't really done anything for it. And we do plan hopefully a 24-hour stream in a few weeks, so we've got some exciting things coming which I can't share right now, so stay tuned. However, I thought I would do an 8-year anniversary video. I think it's a good time to just talk about the channel, the community, our discords, and where we're at, and give you a bit of an update on that. Because one thing's for sure, in the last 8 years we have tried a lot of stuff, we've done a lot of stuff, there's been a lot of changes, there's been a lot I want to experiment with, and there's a lot been happening in the game we play, you know, the division as well, and it's had its ups and downs for sure over those 8 years. And I just thought we'd do a little bit of an update. But first, obviously, thank each and every one of you. I know there's still people watching this video right now that were around when we started in year one. Probably the first few months. There's still people from back then that watch now, 8 years later, which is absolutely insane. But people have joined along the way. I just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel and everything that I do, because truly without the support you've given me, we wouldn't be where we are right now. I was able to go full time on this. I think it's the start of 21. So I think we've been full time for 4 years now. We started in 2017. Pretty sure it was the January after COVID, so it was 21 or 22. My memory is not the best. If you watch me, you know that. But at the start of 21 or 22, we were able to go full time at this, and it's just been growing ever since. We had Demi Rose as well 3 years ago nearly. There's a couple of years there where things were very, very slow, but this last year, year 7 rather, I spoke to Lady Rock and I was like, gonna go all out this year, ready to go all out again, and we have done. And this year has just been absolute record breaking on every single level, and the support you guys give along the way through, like I said, the quiet times, the down times, whatever, has been amazing. So thank you. So where are we at as a channel right now? Well, I feel it's taken 8 years, but I feel that I have the like foundation set for what I want to do as a creator and community leader as well, because we do a lot. We don't just do YouTube. We don't just, don't just get to be a creator. We started a Discord. We're very community focused. A lot of you tell me how you appreciate that about me. We're very community focused, and we have been from day one, and we still are to this day. And there's been a huge amount of time put into the community, the Discords, and that sort of thing, and it takes a lot away from the creator side of it with the channels and things. And we've done that. So we've got the YouTube channels, we've got the community, and we have a hell of a lot going on. But how do you juggle all that? Because that's the hard part. It takes so much time running the Discord. So we have a great team behind me. There's so many great people in the Discord to help run that, which is awesome. Still takes up a lot of my time, but the team that work on the Discord with me, absolutely voluntary, is amazing. So thank all of you. It's just incredible that server. I think we're nearly at 50,000 now. I think we're approaching 50,000 members. I remember when we opened the Discord and I said one day we'll reach 40k. We're now heading to 50, and it's probably going to be 100k one day with the Division 3 announced and things. So big things to come for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of time to sort of juggle. And in the last couple of years, having Demi Rose, having that time there, having to like rejuggle my life and how to do all this, and then picking things back up, going full flow again, and just realizing how hard it was to do everything I wanted to do. We've kind of, in the last year, we've made a lot of changes. We've made a lot of adjustments to systems. And when I say systems, like how to put out content, how to manage the community, what sort of events that we do, what sort of, what do we offer. I had to rejuggle a lot to make it all work, because not only do I want to do Division, I want to do other games as well. Our community is a big part of helping the community, so we've got to also cover that aspect. And I think we're there. I think the foundations are there. 8 years in, we've got it. We've got the right formula, and I'm very excited. This year's been full fully at it. We've covered loads of different games, Battlefield 6, we've covered Borderlands 4, we're covering Arc Raiders right now. I've done over 110 videos in 3 weeks for Arc Raiders at the time of making this video. And I've been able to do all this while not letting the Division slip so much, if anything at all. Like, we've had to cancel a few streams, but other than that, we have kept up with the Division and we've been able to do all this additional stuff, which is basically where I wanted to get to. With that said, though, there's still a few more tweaks needed because, yeah, we're going to set a few more goals going into the decade. We've got 2 years now away from having this channel for 10 years, this channel and community. So what I think the most important thing going forward for me now is kind of like keeping going on everything that we do. Obviously, we want to keep the community focus, but I do want to kind of like change priorities a little bit. So I'd say, like, for the majority of the 8 years so far, the Discord community and the community aspect has been at the top all the time, and then the content creation and the channels have always been underneath in the priority list. So we want to shift that. I want to start, I've said this for some time, but I want to start putting the channels at the top of the priority list, and then the Discord and the community aspect of it is still there, up there with it. But the content comes first. And the reason for that is a few of the goals that I have. One of them is that we have been heavily reliant on your support in this 8 years. When I say without you, we wouldn't have done this, I mean that. Without the support from people that subscribe, become members, do financial support, there'll be times where I wouldn't have been able to carry on without that. And I can't thank you enough. It has really helped get us this far, but we can't rely on that. And as much as I'm grateful for it, and please keep doing it, I should never be in a position where there's times where I've got to rely on that. And we have been in the last 8 years. So going forward, I want to make sure that I'm never relying on that. And if anything, your support just pushes us further faster. And to do that, I've got to prioritize the content. I've got to prioritize the Division stuff. I've also got to prioritize the other stuff that I want to make. I'm going to show you some things in a minute on screen as to why. So that's something that we've started doing already. You would have noticed that with the new games that we've been doing a lot more new games with Borderlands 4, Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, Duck Off. I'm going to be focused on so many new games now. And the reason for that is because when a game takes off, again, I'll be showing you some things in a minute, it really does increase monetary value, which means I'm then not so much reliant on that support, as great as it is. And again, please keep doing it. Yeah, it's very important I focus on that. And what that means is that during like quieter spells on the Division, say, it'll be a time to really tunnel vision on a different game that I might be playing, like Arc Raiders or something, and not let the Division go. We're still going to be covering that, but, you know, giving priority to the other stuff that might be doing better performance wise. And it just kind of means when it comes to like the Division and the community side, we are just going to keep it going in a nice steady pace. There'll be surges where you're going to see us doing a lot of community stuff for weeks on end, but then there's going to be some stages where I'm really focused on another game right now, and it might be a little bit slower, but it's always moving forward. Everything's always moving forward. It's just that priority wise, we are going to be shifting a little bit to stuff that's really working, kind of like trending right now, if that makes sense. Like when Division's trending, we're all over it. If another game is trending, we might be all over that. But yeah, probably one of the biggest things I want to focus on in the next 2 years. And the other goal that also hits, it's not just about like the monetary side and things like that, but it's also health side. Because at 8 years into this, I'm probably the unhealthiest I've ever been. And that's not a good thing. Like I don't sleep hardly. We just absolutely tunnel vision at this, and it's my own fault. No one to blame. It's just how I am. I'm kind of ADHD like that as well. I get so hyper focused on things. But one of my goals for the next 2 years, heading into the decade, is to get back in real good health and have a good mindset and have a good schedule and a good routine. Where not only are we producing all this content and community focused content and all that, but I'm also looking after myself and my family and things. I remember a couple of years ago, we did a charity month where I did like 100 miles in May, and I walked up Snowdon, which is the tallest mountain in Wales. And we did that. It was amazing. It's the best shape I've ever been in that month. And since then, there's been lots of life events and whatever. I lost my mum at the start of this year, and this year has just been mental health wise really, really low. And I'm sitting here now, I'm just like, I really got to get back to where I was a few years ago. So that's my goal as well. So hopefully we're prioritizing all this and just changing like the way we work a few things. We can focus a little bit on having a little bit more time to look after the health side of things as well. So that's my goal right now, I guess, on the channel. And that's where we're at, really. Yeah, 8 years in, foundation set, and a clear plan and structure. So I just hope that you guys that do support the channel, do see me doing a lot of other content and things like that, don't think like I'm giving up on the community side, because I get a lot of that when I do other games and stuff. I'm not always working on the community and what we do for the community and stuff like that. The vision, this channel's dedicated to it. I have a second channel for all the other stuff I want to do. And yeah, we're just doing a lot, and we're just doing a lot the best that we can while looking after myself as well. So that's basically my current goal heading into year 8 and heading up to the decade of doing this. And I hope my goal before 10 years is to walk back up that mountain Snowdon. I'll keep you updated, but that's my goal. We're a long way off that right now. I want to show you a few things. I want to show you just like why all this is important, why we've got to do other games, and why we've got to push and drive that to kind of keep doing what we're doing, really. I very rarely go into my stats and stuff like that with you, so it's a good time to just show you this part. You can see this is my current channel now, GCROCK, which is just getting released today. This is kind of like a typical, we're doing okay right now. It's not too quiet, it's not mega busy, but you know, again, over 500,000 views for the last 28 days. My watch time is nice and healthy at 30.7k. We've gained over 1,000 subscribers in the last 28 days, and things are looking okay. Now, this is like a good solid sort of month, and obviously we've got your memberships and things like that that support the channel further as well. And we have all the Twitch figures too. Twitch is something that's in addition to this as well, with even more, you know, views, watch time, and all that, and subscribers and support through there. But this is good. This is healthy. And when things get busy with the division, this goes up. I think around Brooklyn came out, we got close to 1 million, if not over 1 million for the month, and yeah, it's up and down. And the division has always been, for the last 8 years, up and down, sometimes very down. Like sometimes I get 250, 300,000 for the month. And that's where like your support, like I said, has really came in clutch, because without that support during like the low times for the division, it would have been really, I'm in my life as well when I took time for the new baby and stuff. It would have been a huge struggle. Like the support's been great, but this right now is pretty much a standard sort of month, and this is end of season as well. But if we switch to the second channel right now, you can see how important it is to like take advantage of other games and potential trends. So right now on my second channel, Ark Raiders has just took off. There's so many people playing that game. I'm really enjoying it as well. And I've made a ton of content. This is currently probably going to reach over 1 million for the month by the end of the month. And it's currently 750,000 views in the last 28 days, pretty much, with, again, a nice healthy watch time, 22k hours, gained over 1,000 subs on the second channel this month through the content I've been doing. And with that is more exposure, more views, more earnings, and, you know, everything you expect from getting more views on YouTube as a creator. And this is just from one game. This is just from 3 weeks where we've just been able to hammer the content while keeping the division going as well. And it's more than doubled basically what I was doing, just because we've also covered this other game. Now, other games isn't something new. I've always tried to cover like other games when they've came out and things like that, but I've never done it consistently. It's always been, I don't know, a whole month or two of working on another game, getting burnt out, letting the division slide while I did it, and then I wouldn't touch another game then for months on end, if not years sometimes. And it was always a hard process. So a big thing about the last few years was finding out how can I cover other games all of the time while keeping the Division 2 going. And I've got that. We've got it. We've solved the puzzle, which is very exciting right now. Like in recent months, like I said, I've done Borderlands 4. I've done Battlefield 6. We're doing Ark Raiders. We're already looking at Tarkov, Escape from Duckov. It is constant. I can constantly now do other games while keeping the Division 2 going. And this is why it's important. Like, this is what I'm showing you on screen now is my top content since I've started this in terms of views on video. The number one video, I'll show you the top 10, but the number one video is a Destiny 2 video, not a Division. The number 3 video is a Cyberpunk 2077 video, so Cyberpunk video. The number 4 video is a God of War video. Yes, we got Division in there as well, obviously. We got a Division in place 2, place 5, place 6, place 7. Well, then place 8 is a Spider-Man video. Place 9 is a Red Dead Redemption 2 video. And place 10 is another God of War video. So when you look at my top 10 videos, more than half of them, so 6 of them, I believe, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 10 are other games. And these are games during the time of when, you know, like I said, I do a game and then not touch another game for months on end or even a year or two. So the fact it kind of like goes to show that the more games I can cover, the more I can, you know, hopefully never have to rely on you guys to keep this going. You know, it's like the more games I can cover, the better we can be performing. And then, you know, that's the idea, and it's all within the statistics. When you look at that, it's so important that we're also covering other games, not just the Division, especially when you look at that. 6 out of 10 of my top 10 videos are not even the Division related. Now, this is something I've been looking at for years, and it's why we've put so much effort into getting it right, because I can't just start playing other games. That's not me. We have built something so special with our community. We are absolutely, I don't know, we're sort of within the front runners of community leadership, and like one of the biggest communities in Discord we have for the Division 2. And it's very important that we never forget about that, which is why I had to find a way to cover what I do here, also be a community leader, but at the same time explore other games on a consistent basis. And we are there. So I guess why we're like talking about this all today is because this has been on my mind a lot recently, especially with how tiring it's been. I've had to kind of slip back a little bit. Like, you will notice, like, Team GC, which has been a big push for a long time now, there was some very strong pushes, and all of a sudden it's going a little bit slow. It's not that I forgot about it or anything like that. It's just that Ark Raiders is absolutely taking off right now, and this is how it's going to be going forward. I guess when I'm working on something that's taking off, I've got to give that little bit of priority. And where I was discussing before, where like the community was always top priority, I'd always put the channels underneath. That's where it kind of, this is a kind of a great example of what I mean. When Ark Raiders is performing like it is right now, it makes sense that I've got to give that priority. We've not stopped the raid training, we've not stopped Team GC, we've not stopped the Division. However, we have made space to allow us to really drive Ark Raiders. And that's what it's going to be. And then Ark Raiders will quieten down. We'll get finished with that, and then what we'll then do is, when things are a bit more quieter, go straight back into pushing the community stuff that we do to a full extent again, like you're sort of used to. And it's just gonna be like that. It's gonna be based on trends as to what I'm going to be doing. Stream-wise, like, I know you guys love long streams. I love long streams. We love doing those long raid streams and all of that. And it's just going to be basically week by week, what's working right now, what do I need to focus on right now, and prioritizing in this new way going forward, where, you know, some weeks we'll be raiding all week, some weeks we might not raid all week. You might see me playing loads of other games and things like that, but the Division 2 is always going to be covered. We're still fully focused on that. We're fully focused on Team GC. We're fully focused on the community, but we're also just focused on driving more content through the second channel and more games, and just broadening the content that we do. And that's my goal. And I thought I'd just share that with you all today. Something that's been on my mind. Glad to speak with you about it. And I just think it's important you know where I am at and where I am heading, because you guys are so involved in this, just like I am. You're part of this 8 years. You're big reason as to why we're still doing this and why we've got this far. And yeah, we've got a few goals for the next 2 years. Good health, keep driving everything forward, and hopefully 100k subs on YouTube. We're about 24,000 off. So it'd be good to hit the 100k before the decade. But yeah, glad to glad to kind of have a chat like this in this video today. I thought it was a good idea. with an 8-year anniversary video to talk about stuff like this. We haven't had a channel update for some time. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. But above all else, just thank you for supporting. Hope you guys are still going to be supporting going forward. And as we reach a decade of GCROCK, which is literally just 24 months away, which is insane. I can't believe we've nearly been doing this for 10 years, guys. Honestly, it's absolutely blown by. 8 years now. We're approaching 10 years of doing this. I'm going to be in my 40s. But yeah, hopefully the big goal now, I want to reach 100k before 10 years. So it's gonna take a bit of work, but we'll see if we can do it. But again, thank you. It's been an incredible journey so far. I look forward to the future. We've got so many exciting things coming. We've got Division 2 Survivors. We've got Division 3. We've got the Division Resurgence. We've just got so much to look forward to. We don't know where all this is going to take us, but it's going to be exciting. It's been an exciting journey so far. Really appreciate your support. And I'm going to end it there. Thank you for listening to me ramble on for about 20 minutes. And until the next one, take care. Peace.